The season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 60 Pittsburgh. 54, you remember me? You go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Okay, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. Uses the spin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball, admit, bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Set 50, plant. 52. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On second down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. The 20. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Come on, set. 30 base. 54. Right, 54. You get blocked, me. You get blocked. Get it.
Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Blue down, blue down. 2.
Second and 2. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
That's the score. Chiefs 7, Ravens 0. Jason Myers set to kick.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Got it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the slant. 5.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready up. 52, Mike 52. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Protein spill. Get it.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 61-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man here is Foster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has brought this one. Back, a fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And an alley to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
6-6 snap.
The final shot before break. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to throw. Herbert, and it's caught by Parker. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Herbert, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, 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 where'd he go?
Now Foster on 1st and 10. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Match box, right. Bravo. Watch out. Check right 54. Right 54. Rip right. General West. Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
Ingram again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Bridgewater. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Buying, and the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Foster to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Foster. And he's going to into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. 91 is the mic. Twist.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Bridgewater now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Johnson's got it complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Bridgewater. Now a desperation. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.